Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. The weather report, clearly with my beanie on, is cold. I am on the last 2 weeks of my Invisalign, so I've got it in my mouth. Apologies if you can see it or if you can hear it. But we're going to talk about Elon Musk in here. All those silly things aside, is Elon Musk the wickedest man in the world? Stay tuned. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. Welcome back, Tarot fam. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. I am freezing my basement. I've got the fireplace on. I'm trying to stay warm, blanket on my belly, all kinds of stuff here. But we're going to talk about Elon Musk. So at one of the events for the inauguration, Elon Musk made a gesture. Didn't look good. I think that the deck is really stacked against him from the start. Not only is he an interesting, really hyper intelligent person, he's very effusive. He is unapologetic. He's also from South Africa. It's a little bit easy to assume proclivities with South Africans, given their history that we're pretty much all aware of. So I do think that there are some issues. I think there's people look at him with a scope of classism, being that he is a multi-billionaire. I think we say multi-billionaire now. The hand gesture that was seen around the world. Was it just enthusiasm? Was he just excited? I mean, we saw him jumping up and down on stage at one point, a la Tom Cruise. I don't want to make the association with him and Tom Cruise, but what was the hand gesture all about? Let's bring up the card view. Before I do that, I want to let you guys know this weekend, I didn't set the time yet. I'm going to do a live and we're going to talk about dreams. We're just going to talk about dreams. I had a weird dream last night. My girlfriend Kay had a weird dream last night about langostas. It's a little mini lobster. I had no idea what this is. I don't eat seafood. So she had a dream about that. Oh, go figure. People are having lots of weird dreams of late. I figured we'd dedicate a show exclusively to that. My buddy Grumpy Sapper did mention something about doing a show just about dreams. And so I think the time is nice. I'm going to carve out a time on Saturday. Saturday is wide open for me right now with appointments. So if you want to take advantage of the January sales, go on down. There's a link in the description. You can book an appointment with me for anything from a $25 quick reading that I'll text or email to you to a whole 2-hour, let's talk about your whole year. So Friday, I'm going to be getting my hair done. I'm going to be running around. I've got a bunch of things that I got to do that day, and we're going to have a live on that day as well. But Saturday is smooth sailing. So let's hope to see some of you there in the Dream Live and also on my schedule for private reads. So let's pull up my card view, guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe while we're at it. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me bring that over. There we go. And I'm going to be using the Dark Mansion Tarot today. This deck's a little tricky to find. I do have it in the description of the video in case you'd like to find it. The back of this one, I think, is out of print, so you can get a different back, but it's a great deck. It's a little steampunky, and I've always associated it with Elon Musk. So also, disclaimer about myself, I did not like Elon Musk originally. I'm kind of won over at this point. I think sometimes really, really intelligent people are hard to understand. Certainly, having people with Asperger's in my family, you know, it is a little bit difficult to connect with them. They are sometimes blunt. They are sometimes, you know, what would be considered rude. I myself am likely on the spectrum. That was determined by a developmental psychologist or a psychiatrist, I'm sorry, that was doing a diagnosis for one of my children. So very, very interesting. So let's see what we got here. The gesture heard round the world. Was it what AOC and all the other detractors are saying? Was it them showing what they're really about? Day 2, when they're really showing what they're all about. Was it that? King of Cups. It's interesting that we got this King of Cups for him. Now, the King of Cups is a great card, especially when it's upright in tarot and in this deck in particular, because the King of Cups is using his emotions to influence. He's also influenced by emotions. So in that moment, he did say, my heart, and then he put his hand up. I'm doing a gesture with my hand out. He did do that, but his hand, I think, was down. And, we've seen others make this gesture. I don't think that was what he meant. How is he feeling now about that spontaneous gesture? 9 of Pentacles in reverse. He is exposed, revealed, unprotected by his action. But the Fool is someone who says, I need a fresh start on this. I'm going to explain what I was doing. I'm going to say that it was my emotion. I was moving forward with good nature, good intentions. More about this. Death card, he knows he's not going to be able to convert some of the detractors. What should he do about those detractors? 7 of Wands, hold the line. Hold the line. Hold the line. Know that there are going to be things about him that are unrevealed, meaning the truest bits of him are going to be unrevealed, and that this particular incident is not going to be convertible for some of those people that have decided they don't like him. So what are his core intentions working in government? There's lots of people saying he wants to be president. He can't be president. He's foreign born. He is right out on that. But I do say that, king of the world, what if we needed a CEO, a chairman of the World Federation? What if we needed that? If we want a one world government, there has to be one person that is the chairman of the party, right? Like, and by party, I don't mean political party. I did Gavin Newsom there. I mean, chairman of the entire facility, if you will. There has to be one person who kind of directs traffic. So you can't govern by panel. It just doesn't work. So what are Elon's core intentions? Is he the wickedest man in the world? Is he trying to be the great disruptor? Now, I purposely gave this episode that title, which is what Aleister Crowley had branded himself back in the day, the wickedest man in the world. It was a branding tactic. Was he a great guy, Aleister Crowley? Not really. He wasn't nice to animals. So there's that. He specifically was not nice to cats. So he's on a list for me. The no-no list, the bad list. But he was an interesting character, definitely an interesting character. Not so fun fact, Sid Vicious was not nice to cats either. And I found that out later in life, and I was really bummed out about that because I thought he liked animals. So I thought he was like the punk rocker with a sweetheart, but no, Sid Vicious, jerk face. So is Elon Musk the wickedest man in the world? What are his intentions working in government? Page of Pentacles. He wants to create a new future, a bold and brilliant future, but he doesn't want to control it. The Page of Pentacles is the dreamer. All of our pages, and this is how I teach them, all of our pages are dreamers. They set the pace. They plant the seeds. Let's see what we got. So, little tarot lesson, teaspoon of tarot for you guys. Go check out my short series on that. I'm starting to do a short series just on the cards. Just we'll do different decks. We'll talk about like the imagery and the colors and everything that's in them. So you get a little taste of tarot. So the queens are the nurturers. So he wants to plant the seed so that it can be nurtured in the future. So this is crafting and creating a new world. I don't want to say new world order. I'm not saying. I didn't say that. I didn't say new world order, but this is crafting and creating a new world with all of the information we have. You know, the information superhighway, the internet, has made all of the information in the world in our hand. How many times have I Googled random things? This morning, somebody posted about a missing girl from 2017 in our town, and I immediately talked to Gregopedia about it, looked it up, found out that the girl was found sadly deceased 2 months later. No point in doing a remote view or getting involved in that. So all of the information that we need is right here. We can look up anything. Oh, and there you guys can see my screensaver. It's this lovely land of purple. I'll show you here. Lovely land of purpleness. Purple is one of my favorite colors, purple and green. I can't decide which one I like better. So I do think that Elon Musk is taking the information flow and the development of new ideas. I definitely think he's going to be involved with OpenAI and the announcement of the applications of AI for medical processes. That's going to explode, guys, over the next few weeks. I'm going to do a video on that as well. Or sorry, correction, over the next few months, we are going to see advances in AI that are going to blow our minds. It's going to create efficient pathways for things. We're going to speed up research. It's going to happen like that. It's going to be amazing. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The machine is our friend. At least it's my friend. I don't know about your friend, but it's my friend. So anyway, so he is planting the seeds, dreaming the dreams, and then nurturing that, making it happen, making those things happen. Underneath, we have the Emperor. He does not want to be in control. Ace of Cups, he wants to see things better for everyone. Up top, this is an important one. 9 of Pentacles. He wants to create a world that is bountiful, wonderful for all. I still can't connect the dots on his population opinion. He wants to see more population. He wants to see people having babies, hence his progeny, his excessive progeny. You know, I have 2 kids and trying to juggle them, plus 1 dog, 3 cats. We've got feral cats outside, my husband who's wiggly and wild. It's a lot. I don't know how you manage 8 children. I just don't know how you do that. God bless the moms that do that. So, you know, and again, I think that was something in Germany at a certain time. They did award women for having more children. There was a special award for that. So, again, I think people are going to use that Elon Musk's excessive progeny to kind of underscore this hand motion that he made. Not writing him a blank check. I think he made a foolish move. I think it was, you know, you got to be careful about how you do that. You know, just like you got to be careful about this. This is another hand signal from another group that is questionable in their intentions, and they were kind of active in the 60s and 70s. So, you know, you have to be careful. Named after a cat and a color. Follow the leader on this one. So what is the outcome of Elon being involved in government? Outcome, last card. Justice in reverse. I think there's going to be a mixed opinion of him. I don't think he's going to be able to get most of his vision in place. I think the vision is going to be designed and laid out. And I think there's going to be a lot of legal reasons why we can't move forward with certain things for him. So how does he see himself? Sees himself as the intelligent hermit out there on his own, trying to do the right thing. How do others see him? This is majority rule, guys. Majority rule sees him as a great disruptor, an intelligent great disruptor, someone who wants to take us down a different path. Hopes and fears? The hope and fear is that we create a new line of thinking. We create a society that thinks, I don't want to quote Steve Jobs, but think different. I think it was think different was what Apple said. But this is, you know, get out of your comfort zone where you're thinking, absorb more information, process the data. The hermit does process data quite well. The hermit takes all the information and processes it, not unlike AI, guys, not unlike AI. Outcome card, last one. We have the King of Wands. So while we will see some legal bottlenecking here, some legal bottlenecking, there's going to be some things that we can't do. He is still going to be putting these ideas. So what I see is like a notebook. He's got like a notebook. It could be a digital notebook, whatever. Like, don't hold me to that. So he's got a bunch of ideas written down, and sketching out, outlining how those will affect the future, how those potentially could affect the future. Is he using AI to do this? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Why not? So, so there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Short break in that video. Sorry about that, guys. So we are going to see if the criticism or strategy to take the wind out of Elon Musk's efforts in the US government, if it's going to be successful. Four of Cups, they're dreaming up ways to disrupt the top of the heap. So I don't think so much that they want to absolve him of his efforts in power, but that they're going to try and convince people in power that he is someone who is trying to rewrite the dictates of the plan. They're going to try and show him as someone who is trying to wrest power from Donald Trump or from other corners of the US government. Will it be successful? The world, no, they're not going to be able to flip this over. They are going to illustrate him dreaming up how they can interfere with the seat of power. That would be the president, the White House, et cetera, et cetera. 10 of Cups, he's not good for the future. He is going to take power away from him as a sneaky, sneaky bastard. Over here, the devil, he is the devil in disguise. They're going to plant the seed that underneath it all, Elon Musk is the wickedest man on earth and that he's trying to ruin things. But this is not going to work. Not going to work. One last time. Are his intentions true? Are his intentions true? I just want to make sure. Endgame for Elon Musk. Endgame is to be that Page of Swords thinker, creating new things. What should he do? Where is his yellow brick road? Let's go. Look to the future. 10 of Pentacles. We're not changing things now. 7 of Swords, 2 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. So what he is saying is, I am not looking to change things in my lifetime. I'm looking to change things for generations ahead. I want things to be better, and I want legacy to become an achievable goal for all. So does this mean a small component gets to be fat, rich, and happy like the Vanderbilts and the Rothschilds? No, he wants to break that equilibrium between the classes. He wants to have everyone live nicely. Now, does this sound like we're kind of creating a baseline for everyone? Yeah, I think it does. This is a different way of thinking. And as we move into the future, good. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to talk soon. See you in the future.